suffering still, even though he is safe. This was a 14-hour sea voyage, even after being rescued from a dinghy struggling in high Mediterranean seas. How long they'd been adrift for, we don't know. The latest group of illegal immigrants arrive in Malta, having travelled thousands of miles from Somalia. The whole trip is unpleasant at best, ending with masked and suited sailors tagging and putting onto buses migrants seeking safety in Europe. But they'll not move far for a very long time. They aren't prisoners, but the detention centres are prisons. The new arrivals cause a flurry of activity in this holding complex. They're disorientated and scared. This is their new home for the next 18 months.
Europe is just playing for time. And the European Council this week will just say some words, hoping that the bad weather in winter will discourage the crossings, and hoping that people will just forget until we get to next May or June. More people will start crossing, more people will die.
While stories of immigrants seeking an easy life on benefits in Europe make headlines, the fact is many are genuinely fleeing militant groups like Al-Shabaab in Somalia, militias in Syria, and the Islamist Boko Haram in Nigeria. People like Success Oziegbe and Gift Benjamin were forced to attempt this horrendous escape. They left because they had to.
The situation is Boko Haram. So as I am now, I'm the only surviving one in my family. I don't have parents. So I lost them in the sea and my younger ones.
The actual numbers of migrants that make it to Malta is not as large as the numbers that make it to other countries. But there is a calculation based on the size of the island, the per capita income and its population. Basically, if you were to take the equivalent numbers of migrants arriving in Great Britain or France, it would be the same as 2 million people just suddenly arriving from nowhere. 1 million in Germany. And that is why this tiny country is saying it simply can't continue to act without more help from the international community. Politically, European governments may not like the immigration issue. But when over 270,000 people claimed asylum in Europe last year alone, it has to be dealt with. And stopping people getting on those deadly boats would be a good start. Stuart Ramsey, Sky News, Malta.